It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Cougars taking on the Salt Lake City Elks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Salt Lake City Elks and the Chicago Cougars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. 24-yard. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So a change of possession here on the punt. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great. Not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
34-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to throw here. Smith catches left side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
50-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Quarterback is sacked.
Oh, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
Down and 10.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Fred Warner.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
And 1 at the 34-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the Salt Lake City.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now he's going to go up top. Oh, and that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Again, the ball carrier. Fred Warner in on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll set up to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
From the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And this will be a touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
The pass.
Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's 2nd down and 10.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
And 8 yards.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
A loss of 11.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
A loss of 14.
Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Chicago offense set to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
1st and 10.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st down and 10. At their own.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
2nd and 15. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
The previous play is under review.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Elks 7.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
play. And it brings up third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Complete.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First down, Elks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Salt Lake City.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 27.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards to gain there. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
6-man.
And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
20. Elks, 14.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. 35-13, the final score. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jags continue to struggle as they finish off the first half of the year winless at 0-8. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second and 9 now. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Intercepted. They'll take over first down.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offense, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and 11. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
Elks 17.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The pass.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
The pass.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's good. 4A.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Right back to him on first down. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Another.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Number 21.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Cougars 23. Elks 17.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's the option. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the pressure gets to him again.
Warner. The quarterback is sacked.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete.
The pass.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 27.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And this one's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
No good. That keeps the score. Cougars 20.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups. Facing us to that last catch, good for 8 yards. The 40, not quite to the 35.
1st and 10.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover Up holes so they can't run the football.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Another carry.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of a yard.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Cougars 32, Elks 17.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And what would you say? Is it the offensive line that has caused a lot of this pressure to get back there?
That's always the first place that you have to look to see what's going on. But part of it is so difficult to simulate this type of pass rush in practice because the speed, the ferocity, the quickness, some of the change-ups and how they get at the quarterback that you may not have seen on film.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
To throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st down, Salt Lake City.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
The pass.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
The pass forced to the ground and incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 15. At time, a huge factor. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
The pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
It's 4th down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for number 84. Incomplete.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.